Okay, so what type of coaching do I need for my business? Have you ever asked yourself that question? Hi, y'all. Thanks so much for joining me. In less than 15 minutes, I'll be sharing with you 5 different types of coaching that you probably might be thinking about that you need for your business, and to really help you figure out if you need all of those or which one that you need, right? So please like and share this video if you get value from it. I'm Dr. P. I'm a strategic business coach, and we are a woman-owned certified business here in the state of Texas. And I've been a school psychologist for about 10 years in K-12 schools and teaching an online psychology graduate program, taught more than 10 different online psychology classes, right? And today I want to talk to you about this question that I just asked you. What type of coaching do you need for your business? Here's a little story. I like to tell a little backstory. When I first got into school psychology, I thought I was going to be a school psychologist, right? So throughout my training, I remember hearing faculty members ask me, so what's going to be my area of specialty? Not gonna lie though, because when I first heard the question, I was like, man, they're trying to trick me. There's a trick question. School psychology, because that's what the specialty was. The specialty was the school part, because it was a form of psychology. Again, I really thought it was a trick question. And then I remember as I progressed throughout my training program and I started learning about 10 domains of practice within school psychology, and then I started to realize the relevance of why my professors were asking me that question because there was more to it than just saying school psychology. Turns out by far more is what there was going on within school psychology. It was by far more than just assessment. It still is. And a lot of people think school psychologists just do assessments. But let me tell you, it's not just about assessments. It's so much more than that. So as I kept learning about the many different areas in school psychology, it really got me to sit and look at the things that I could do as a school psychologist. So let me tell you, there are many sub-areas. Remember, too, there's so many areas that school psychology do, and then there's sub-areas within those that exist, even within assessment. There is the academic, there is behavior, there's the social part, there's the emotional part, and then inside of each one of those, there are even more areas. I guess you could call them like sub-areas, and that's not it. There was still more outside of assessment. There were areas like multicultural competence, consultation, collaboration, safety, crisis prevention, program development, and so much more, right? And it really made me look at the fact that that question that my professors were asking me truly was not a trick question. It was within school psychology. What were the areas that I was going to develop and call them my specialty areas? So of course, as I went on throughout my training program and my experiences as a school psychologist, I continued to refine my areas. First, I identified my areas, and then I refined those areas as I went through my profession. And I then was able to share that expertise with others, not just in my schools, but was able to go and conduct trainings at a local level, the state level, national level, and even international level on the topics that are my area of expertise. So I said all of that to share this, because you might wonder what the hell, I said all of that to share this. When I decided to start my own business, I was reminded of that question that my school psychology faculty had asked me. Like, what was going to be my area of specialty? What was going to be my specialty? I knew that I wanted to be a coach and a consultant. But just like with school psychology, I was amazed by how many different types of coaches and consultants that existed. I'm telling you that when I was looking at those different areas, hey, Successful Dose, thanks for joining me. And when I was looking at all the different areas within coaching and consulting, I was like, oh my gosh, I didn't realize there were so many different types. And there's so many people that will come out and try to help you with figuring out what type of coach and consultant you want to be. But don't get me wrong, it wasn't an easy decision. It really was not an easy decision. Harry He, hi Harry He, thank you for joining. Good morning to you with that time zone difference that we have. So making a decision on which area of coaching and consulting really was not an easy one to make, because there's so many different areas within coaching and consulting, right? But I did my research, and Yes, being contacted by different coaches and consultants actually helps me out, but you might also relate to this. It was a little bit overwhelming because people were reaching out and sharing about the areas that they were in, and it was just adding to the areas I was already researching. Then I got to a point where I found out there are like 37 different kinds of coaches and consultants out there. 37 types. I mean, that's so much. Hold on. Successful Dose is asking me if I'm going to have a seminar. Yes, I'm going to be having one. I am going to share information on that at a later date, though. I'll keep you posted. I'll send you a DM about it. So when you're looking at the different kinds of coaches and consultants that are out there, you're trying to figure out which one you should go with or which one you should become, because you might be thinking about having a coaching and consulting business, right? When I'm telling you, I saw that list of 37, I was like, holy crap, that is so much. Why are there so many different types? But again, going back to what I was looking at when I was starting school psychology and seeing that, hey, there's always a specialty area and then a sub area and then a sub area, right? So it's all about you trying to identify which area is best for you. As a business owner too, having to make that decision of which coach do you need to be helping you with moving forward with what you need to be accomplishing in your business. And yes, looking at a list of 37, you'll be like, holy crap, that's a lot of people. And do I have the time, energy, and effort to be even using 37? But here's the thing though. Do you really need all 37 different types of coaches? Probably not. And do you need some of them? Maybe you do. Do you need any? None of them? I don't know. It depends on your situation. And if you are thinking that you do need a coach, then I highly recommend that you're looking at what you are doing, and what your needs are to help you with making that decision on what type of coach that you need. And you might be sitting there going, shoot, that's still not helping me, because I still am at a loss for what type of coach I should go with, because I'm being bombarded by so many different kinds, and they all sound so great, and they all sound as though they can help me with moving forward with what I want to be accomplishing. So that's why I wanted to share about the top 5. I call it top 5, but they're the 5 that you hear about the most, and I'm sure you heard about them as well, because honestly, for me to tell you about all 37 in this one video, that's a lot. Maybe I'll share the rest of them at a later time, but I want to tell you about these 5 because these are the 5 most popular ones that you probably already heard about, and you probably might be even considering about it, because you want to make sure as a business owner that you're spending your money strategically. You're also spending your time strategically. And if you decide that with all these different coaches who contacted you that you're going to go out and do their programs, come on, you're going to be spending all that time and energy focusing on completing all these different coaching programs. When are you going to have time for your business to actually develop it and grow it if you're spending all your time in coaching? That's why I wanted to share about these 5 to help you kind of figure out which one would be most beneficial for you. Or maybe none of them are what you're looking for right now. Maybe ones you're looking for on that list of 37 that I came across. And I'll be happy to share that with you if you send me a DM if you don't think that any of these 5 relate to what you think your needs are right now. But I also don't want you to get disheartened by the fact that you might think that you need a coach. It doesn't mean that you're bad at what you're doing. It doesn't mean your business is on the brink of failure. That's not what it means, because we all need help at some point in time for helping us get over certain obstacles. So don't get disheartened. I mean, you just need some help to help you get over that hurdle, that obstacle that you're currently facing. And that's where a coach can come in to help you get over it so you can hold on to your dream. So stop thinking that you need to walk out of being a business owner because you might need a coach. No, stop that thinking right now. More think along the lines of what type of coach do I need and how can that person help me with moving forward. That's what it's all about. Because at the end of the day, we all go through different stages of growth and development. As individuals, as business owners, we go through different stages within the development of our business. As the business owner, and the business on a whole goes through different stages, and those different stages have different needs. So right now you might be saying, hey, I think I need a life coach, I think I need a leadership coach, no, I need a business coach, maybe a career coach, maybe even an executive coach, right? Maybe you need one of them, maybe you don't need those type of coaches. But don't just throw your money at something that you think you should be doing because somebody told you that this is what you have to be doing right now. It is still your business, and you still need to take some time to really figure out if that is the most appropriate decision for you. Um, Sorry, I'm reading the message here from Successful Dose. Yes, I am in Austin. Yes, I'll definitely be letting you know if it's going to be a live session or if it's going to be a virtual session when I do that seminar that you're asking about Successful Dose. Don't forget you. I'll keep you posted for sure. So when I'm talking about you making that decision for which type of coach, right? I'm going to share 5 with you. But these are not 5 I'm telling you to run and just pay for all of these coaching. That's not what I'm saying. Really listen to the differences between them to help you start to think about which one of these is most beneficial for you. So these are the most popular ones that I'm sure you've heard about. You probably even heard about all 5 of them today, depending on what you've been up to today. It's Friday, y'all. It is Friday, so celebrate. Good things are happening, big things are happening, even if it's small. Celebrate it. So these 5 types of coaches I want to share with you. First up is career coaching. And I've had somebody approach me and they're like, hey, I do the same thing you do. And I was like, really? Because I'm a business coach. They thought that the business coach and the career coach was the same thing. And we just had a conversation because that person was now starting out with doing their coaching business and they did not have a full understanding of what a business coach was. So we had a conversation about the differences. So with career coaching, that's a person who is a career coach, is a person who is going to be helping you with employment decisions, or maybe you might be looking at a higher level position within the current organization you're working in, because you might still be working for someone with hopes and dreams one day of having your own business, or you might already started to develop your own business. But you might be in an organization where you want to take advantage of a higher level position so that you can gain some additional experience and skills before going out, full time into your own business. That is a possibility for you. And for that, you might be thinking, hey, maybe I need to talk to a career coach to help me figure out which route career-wise would be a better move for me, given my career goals and my aspirations of, running my own business. So talk to a career coach to learn about the solutions that you can use to help you with that career development that you're looking for. And like I said, if you're looking at elevating within the current business you're in to get that experience before you go off on your own, or maybe you might be watching this and you don't plan on being a business owner, right? You were just curious as to what are the different types of coaching. That's fine. And if you want to stay in your organization, maybe working with a career coach can help you with figuring out your best next move, or you can work with a career coach who can help you with doing that whole job hunt and helping you with where you can look to really get that career opportunity that you're looking for. So that's the first one. The second one is life coaching. And with life coaching can be for anybody at any age, in any profession, any stage of development really, and it focuses on you, the individual. It's life coaching. It's your life coaching that it's focusing on, right? So with life coaching, it focuses on the individual, and they help you with identifying your values, your purpose, your dreams, and your life goals, right? Career coaching helps you with your career goals. Life coaching is helping you with your life goals. And the life coach can help you with overcoming personal barriers and some challenges that you might be experiencing. And they help you with reevaluating your life goals, because you might have some life goals right now and it might not be sitting well with you. So working with a life coach can help you with that reevaluation that you might be needing right now, and that redefining of what those goals look like. A life coach can help you with achieving balance in your life. So those are some of the things that you can benefit from working with a life coach. So those are 2 that I've mentioned: career coaching and life coaching. Now the third one I want to talk about is leadership coaching. Specifically, a leadership coach is a person that you're going to work with if you want to develop your leadership skills, right? You may or may not be a business owner, but you might want to develop your leadership skills. That's fine. You can be looking for a leadership coach to help you along that path. Because with the leadership coach, that person can specifically help you with identifying your leadership style and really understand what that means and how that is going to impact your business. as a leader and the team that you're leading. Because you might be getting leadership coaching, but you might not be a business owner. You might just be a team leader. Or you might just want some leadership coaching so that you can develop some additional skills to help you on a day-to-day basis. That's fine too. But do your research do your research for the type of leadership coach that you want to be looking for. So again, that's a leadership coach helping you with developing your leadership skills. They can also, by the way, help you with developing your emotional intelligence so that you can become a better leader and learn how to manage behaviors of your team members. So those are 3 so far that I wanted to share with you. And the 4th one is executive coaching. So with executive coaching, executive coaches tend to focus on behaviors at that corporate level, at that high level. So if you're still in an organization, you might be seeing a coach work with that higher level. Or if you are a small business owner, that executive coach might be working with you and your executive team to help you guys with overcoming whatever challenges that you might be facing and you want that help with overcoming. And their focus is on boosting performance. That's the focus of the executive coach. They're working with you guys at the corporate level and to help you with boosting performance. And if you're looking at making changes within the organization in terms of functions, processes, and operations, the executive coach helps you with those things. And you get better at learning how to manage your team members while growing your business. Because again, focus is also on performance of the business. So those are 4 so far. What was it? It was career coaching, life coaching, leadership coaching, executive coaching. Now for the 5th one I wanted to talk about, and you probably could guess what the 5th one is. 5th one is business coaching. Of course, yes, I left business coaching for last. So business coaching, you often work with business owners and entrepreneurs and help with identifying goals for the organization for you to reach that future growth and success that you're looking for. That's what a business coach helps with. And business coaches help with reflecting on how your business has been performing and the direction that you want to be taking for your business. You're getting help with identifying some opportunities that you can take advantage of for the successful growth of your business. And then lastly, the business coach can either work with individuals or groups within the business. So those are the 5 different types of coaching I wanted to talk to you about today. Those were career coaching, life coaching, executive coaching, leadership coaching, and business coaching. Those are the 5. But remember, there are tons more out there. Like I mentioned to you guys, I came across an article that talked about 37 different types of coaching. So these are only 5 that are out there that I wanted to share with you. And I hope that helped you with trying to figure out which one is best for you. And if it didn't, feel free to send me a DM so we can figure out how we can help you with making the right decision for which type of coaching you need for your business to help you with moving forward. Thank you so very much for joining me. I'm Dr. Priscilla Kuser with Priscilla Kuser Consulting Solutions, and we are a Texas Small Business Administration women-owned certified business. Very proud of that certification. And we believe that solutions plus actions equals results. Thank y'all so very much. Bye.